Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Tuning in with another closing bell with Mr.Stacks. Just gonna pick up where we left off here this morning. We're looking at our choice picks of the day here out of the ones that we actually covered in our morning hype this morning. But the four that we're looking at right now, we still have Blackberry up here, MRIN, MRIN software. We actually started looking at Humble. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with the stock Humble, but we'll go ahead and cover that one here shortly. And now we're looking at ZOM. There were some other ones that we did go over this morning actually, that the space, Virgin Galactic. This one actually did have a lot of activity throughout the days. We hit a high of, I believe, $56, $57 here. It's kind of came back down a little, but it looks like to be pumping up again. They actually had an FAA approved license for the customers now being able to take travel into space, so that's pretty neat. I'm not sure when those will start taking place, but I do know this started bringing in a lot of volume today, and as you can see, we're up about $15 here on the day so far. Another one that I've been looking at today is the MRIN. I've been covering this for the last few days now, and as you can see, we barely broke out a little while ago. We're already about to test the high of the 381. I jumped in about 270 yesterday, covering this yesterday's closing bell, and as we entered into the last hour of the day, we did show a big pop, but it did come down into the after hours. And we've kind of been consolidating, moving sideways throughout the day, and we literally just started to pump up here, started breaking through some levels. So this is something I did call out as far as trying to get in early. I do see this starting to go up a little higher. We're at 613% of our daily overall average. We traded about 45 million shares compared to a daily average of 7 million shares today. So we're still seeing heavy volume come in, and we're barely starting to pick back up here, and we're going to start breaking through this level. So if you are willing to try to get in as we come back down and test one of these support levels, that would probably be a key entry point. But just want to kind of point that out and just keep this one in mind for y'all that want to invest in something that's not real expensive and is more of the $3 to $4 range here. MRIN Software is a company that specializes in a certain software for, like, I think it's like retail or something. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. I'm not real sure what they do, but I do know what's driving the volume is there was an announcement made. So they added an ability to now manage Instacart ads on their flagship platform. I'm not sure exactly what they do on this platform, but I'll probably dig into that a little more. As long as I'm sitting in here holding a position, I might want to familiarize myself a little more about this company. I know they're drawing in a lot of volume here in the last few days, and if the volume continues to move up, I want to see exactly where this company stands fundamentally. So we'll look into this one a little more and try to provide a little more detail on this. But as you can see, we're hitting these levels here. As soon as we break through this 381, we may see this start to push up a little higher. We've been waiting for this pop here for the last couple of days, as I called it. You can check in my previous videos as we've been following this stock. 270 is kind of where I jumped in when I did alert on this stock here to try to buy in on the low. But we're already about to hit that dollar mark from yesterday, so we're already up $1. For those that were able to jump in, y'all are probably seeing a little profit right now. But let's go ahead and watch this, see exactly where we can take this stock here over the next, over the weekend and into Monday. We'll check this again on our morning hype Monday morning. Blackberry, we had some earnings yesterday. Earnings came out, they weren't bad, but they did see a loss, I believe, as to what was expected. Revenue grew, but they didn't hit the targets that I believe that they were estimating. But I do know some news was put out today that they're putting sales on $10 price targets on this stock. But Bank of America, I believe, actually put a buy rating on it. I still feel like Blackberry has room to grow. I believe it's going to test this $12 range, which it kind of came down a little under earlier. but I don't think it's going to go any lower. I really think it's going to start to build back up and probably test these levels again. I may consider looking into this again on Monday. I ended up pulling out my positions on it due to it dropping. I really thought, we were going to pop off here from the news, from the earnings report, but with the bad publicity that they publish out in these news feeds, it just tends to draw in the negative, just a lot of negative interest in this, as you can say. So that caused the stock to drop, but I still feel Blackberry has a lot of room to grow, as I was saying. So I may pick back up into this stock, testing these lows, and try to see if we can get it back up to the high again. But we'll look into this one again next week. I'll still keep this one on my radar. Torchlight, this one was also one we covered. We actually came back down from an all-time high the other day, as I was showing in my previous videos, and we've kind of just been hovering over this $5 mark, $4.90, $5 area here. Over the last couple of days, it seems to have just been moving sideways. We did see a little pop off today, as I believe they're releasing some news on the dividend that they're going to be providing today for the shareholders. As to give a little more information on that, I don't think anything has published yet in the news, the last time I checked. But this did see a pop earlier today, but we did come back down, and we're still testing that support level. So we're right back here on that support level. This could be another key entry to buy into this stock, where next week we may see this start to rise again if we continue to see the volume build in this stock. Right now we are above our daily average at 147%. We're traded about 79 million shares compared to a daily average of 54 million. And for the whole week here, we've actually been showing high volume in this stock. I believe this is a meme stock they've been talking about in the forums, the chat forums, is for like Wall Street bets and Reddit traders. So that's kind of what's drawing a lot of attention to this stock here. Not only that, but with the dividend that they started to provide the shareholders that were invested. So this is something to still keep an eye on. We may still continue to see this drive up and down on price, but right now I did pull out my shares due to it coming back down, so I'm not holding any positions in this one right now. But we're going to keep this on the watch list, and we'll check in on this one here and there. MRIN Software, as you can see, man, we already broke through the high as we're talking. We're hitting a high of 387, testing new levels here, y'all. So just kind of keep an eye on this one, as I was mentioning before. Like, this is something I called the other day. I know we kind of took a big jump here, but going over the hourly, it looks like we're still climbing. We haven't shown any relief when it comes to our volume. We're still increasing as we move forward. So I'm invested in this. I got a few hundred shares, and we'll see as far as how we can go. If we start to see the momentum die down, I may start to sell off my shares if we haven't already reached the closing bell. But good thing about TD Ameritrade platforms and Webull, you can trade into the after hours, I believe 4 hours after the market closes, so you can always get out of these positions if they do start to come crashing down. So I just kind of want to throw that out there for y'all. ZOM is another one that I'm looking into. I've been in and out of this one in the past, but this one actually tested a low today again, so I thought I'd pick up a few hundred shares in this one also. I really think there was some news put out on this of a new device or something they're coming out with. I didn't really read into it too much, but I'll probably check into this one over the weekend. I just kind of wanted to get in early while it tests these lows. But I really feel that we're at a low. We're showing a lot of support here at this level. And as you can see, looking at the daily, we're only at $3, but from 84 cents to $3, if I buy a few hundred shares, I'm showing a lot of potential value in this here for me. So this is more upside than a downside for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this one. We'll check this out moving into next week. Also looking at the weekly here on ZOM, as you can see, we've kind of come down and we're starting to consolidate, but at the same time we're moving up slowly. So we're testing the 200-day moving average. Hopefully we can break through this, hopefully maybe next week. And if we do start to test these levels again and break out, then we'll just hold on and let's see how far we can take this though. But I'm feeling real confident about this one, showing us some love next week. But we'll go ahead and keep an eye on this, and maybe we can provide more news feed on as to what's going on with this stock that may be driving this price here in the near future. $3.99, y'all. We're hitting the $4 mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and in the clip here for today, please, before the market closes, you can still jump into some of these stocks. It's only 2 p.m. right now. I wanted to get in early, kind of give you a little update on what's been going on throughout the day. Feel free to check out this video if you'll have time to buy into some of these stocks. Wait for a key level to come down on one of these support areas. And the support area for here is about $3. You can look into the 350 mark here on MRIN, but just see exactly what's going on with this. It's kind of jumping up a little fast now, so I kind of wait for this one to die down, but just something to keep an eye on, y'all. But we'll touch base here again Monday morning in the morning hype, and we'll see exactly where we are with these stocks here. Appreciate y'all checking in, and we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.